So this video will probably piss off a lot of my fellow Gen Z because basically for the past year this person has been worshipped by people online. I talked to in depth about Sabrina Carpenter, how her being a potentially replacing Taylor Swift in the pop music world, and many people saying that she is a industry plant. But no one is gonna talk about how Chappell is an industry plant. Okay, until this summer, no one has heard of her. Okay, she only had 1 million monthly listeners because almost no one cared about her. No one listened to her music. Okay, no one cared about her. But then all of a sudden, in summer of 2023, no, 2024, she was everywhere. Every pop culture site was saying, "Oh my God, he has so many monthly listeners. She is the greatest." But it's the same tale as Sabrina Carpenter. They are forcing her on people. For if you look at recommended in music, I have the YouTube music thing. Basically, I wanted to find new artists, and they recommended me 3 or 4 of her songs. I skipped all of them because I have no interest in listening to a person who dresses up like a clown. Okay, I know that will offend people and that will make people upset, especially people who are part of a specific community. But basically, she has been popped out of nowhere. Okay, she was a nobody last year. Nobody knew who she was. Okay, and I get it, there have to be new artists. Blah 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 blah. You can say that all you want, but it's just so is it her kind of like a Sabrina Carpenter. At least Sabrina Carpenter was in the industry before. It did have a substantial following before this year. Even Sorry XCX had a substantial following, but this girl came out of nowhere, and every music artist was propping her up, from Adele to Olivia Rodrigo. Every major music artist. This, it was the whole meme. This is your artist's favorite artist. For a while, that's what would show up. This is your artist's favorite artist. You have to listen to her because it's your artist's favorite artist. This is why I don't really listen to a lot of new music, because it's mediocre. I listen to her music. It's mediocre. It's nothing special. But of course, album of the year and the Music Mafia will praise her album because it's so amazing. It's so amazing. It's the best album ever. It's the best album ever. You have to listen to it. And, unfortunately, the public is falling for it again and again and again. Okay. Hollywood, it seems to have failed when they try to prop up certain actors and actresses because people getting sick of it. People don't want to see Rachel Zegler and everything, okay? People are sick of seeing Rachel Zegler and everything. But with music, I think that hasn't really been fatigued as much, okay? More old people don't want to listen to her. I bet most of her monthly listeners are from young people. Gen Z and Gen Alpha, especially. Those two groups of people, especially... And I bet most of our audience is probably women too, as well, saying, "Let's go, girl, my girl, blah, 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 blah." And her album, I can call it Rise of a Mid, but I have to specify the word mid because that's what the album is. It's mediocre. It's mid, okay? These are the same people who it's probably the same people who praised this album trashed the last Taylor Swift album, which is pretty funny and ironic that they always say that Taylor Swift's the face of the music industry. I'm starting to really doubt that. I think her time as face of the music industry will peak of this year and last year. I don't really think she's going to be the face of the music industry anymore, as well. Again, I could be wrong about that, obviously, but this way he's never be the face of the music industry. He's going to be forgotten in a couple years because she was artificially put up. And I think the reason why a lot of people hate new music is that a lot of new music, the old music didn't have the internet, didn't have, industry plans. They were artificially popped up. Okay. And yes, actually I think industry plans still existed. People paid attention to celebrities and stuff, saying, "Oh, this is the best new artist." And industry plans especially became a major thing around 2010s with Justin Bieber. That was an industry plant, as well. But it seems that this is becoming more and more common these days, okay, as well. And yes, I get they want to put, the Spotify or YouTube Music wants to remove a new song that's becoming popular or becoming viral. That makes a lot of sense. But this way it became famous out of nowhere, Okay, she became famous out of nowhere, and everybody I asked about, they're like, "Oh, she's okay. Who is this?" And I don't really like her that much. I don't really care about her. Okay, I don't like the way she dresses. She dresses like the Kiss band. I don't like Kiss, so why would I like her at all? I don't like her music. It's weird. Okay, it's not not for me. Okay, but I think there's another reason why they're propping her up. Hollywood, the media. It's because she was born and raised in a Christian conservative area, and basically she went to like a college. Again, it's the best place to turn into a liberal. If you really want to become a liberal that badly, well, guess what? Go to college. It's a very easy way to become a liberal. It's the number one way to become a liberal. If you really want to become a liberal, well, guess what? And basically, she went to like a college or something, and then she supposedly discovered a true talent and started fighting against the evil orange man, evil Trump, fighting for the quote unquote right causes. Yeah, that's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Okay, she'll be forgotten in a couple of years. The only people who will be with it, celebrities don't seem to stay around that easily. Okay, for example, Dua Lipa, okay? Dua Lipa had some of the highest selling songs of all time and highest selling albums of all time. And guess what this year? She released a new album, no one listened to it because her music is generic as crap. And I've been telling people this for a long time, that Dua Lipa's music is forgettable, generic, and it gets old after a while. And people are like, what? How dare you criticize my queen Dua Lipa? And I don't think this goes outside of the woke music mobs, the music mafia of Era of the Year, who will praise her music to no end. Okay, those are the only people who will be praising Chappell roan 5 years from now. She'll have the same reception as Sorry XCX. No one will listen to her music, but the music critics will continue to praise her music endlessly for standing up for the woke ideals as well. It seems the music industry doesn't really have a lot of get woke, go broke. That's like the only area where the music industry has not really affected all too much. I think, mostly because a lot of music artists are like industry plants, and also because a lot of people who do support Get Woke, Go Broke stuff, they mostly listen to old music anyways. Or heck, even 2000s music. They don't listen to the new music. It's not really a, yeah. But, again, Chappell roan is nothing special. Okay, she is nothing special like Sabrina Carpenter. She's just yet another industry plant. Kind of like Billie Eilish, okay? I'll make a whole separate video about Billie Eilish, okay? We'll cover it for a little bit, okay? Billie Eilish is an industry plant. She is very clearly one. Same for Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina Carpenter is an industry plant because they know Taylor Swift's career is ending. And I'll make a separate video about Taylor Swift. No, not Taylor Swift. Sabrina Carpenter and her replacing Taylor Swift. I already made a type of video about that, but Chappell roan is 100% an industry plant. I wonder what artists will be brought to this world. I am just wondering. I bet to be as crappy as this year's new artists, because this year doesn't have a bunch of really great new artists. We have Sorry XCX and some simplistic ass music being number one. Actually, it never reached number one, but her simplistic ass music becoming famous. Heck, I'll also make a video about the whole Brat Summer thing too. So I have like 3 videos ideas, okay? The only new artist that I think that was good was Benson Boone. He was like the only new artist, but again, he was already kind of like Sabrina Carpenter. He was already kind of established in the music industry, okay? But Chappell roan is 100% an industry plant. He is, been shoved down people's throats endlessly throughout the past year by since June of 2024, by pop culture experts, by pop culture sites, music YouTubers, kind of like the PS4. PS5. Chappell roan is the 2022 version of the PS5 phenomenon. How every single YouTuber, every single media site was promoting the PS5, which is why the PS5 was so successful. And on my other channel, I constantly mention that as well. Okay, Chappell roan is basically like the PS5. She was propped up on TikTok, music streaming sites, if you get music recommendations, you will get Chappell Roan. You'll get Chappell Roan's music. Okay, you'll get her music played. Okay, I'm surprised that at my work they have never played her music. I'm actually shocked they haven't played the music there yet, because they played Beautiful Things, but they haven't played. They also played Espresso. Ugh. But I'm surprised they never played her music. Okay, and she is 100% an industry plant. There is nothing special about Chappell or Chappell Roan out there. Nothing. She's nothing special. Okay, she doesn't have any vocal talent. Like people complain about how Taylor Swift has no talent or something ever. Look at this new generation of music. Okay, and compared to Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift was a nobody. Okay, was really bullied by her own high school peers, and had and basically her music became popular before, and basically she rose to the rise of social media. Okay, Chappell Roan, she is clearly 100% an industry plant. Okay, clearly 100%. This is her first album, and already the media is making such a big deal about her. It's being shoved down people's throats. Like, see, the next big thing. I'm going to tell you something, she is not. Outside of the mainstream media, outside of the woke people who will praise the music industry. Okay, as well. And I just don't think this is going to go too well for the music industry, 100%. Propping up these artists is going to make people hate the modern music industry even more and more. They propped up Billie Eilish, that she's, like, Billie Eilish, never had a natural drop-off for her third album in terms of monthly listens. Taylor Swift did, Ariana Grande did, Beyonce did, who else did? Benson Boone did, but not Billie Eilish. But we'll talk about Billie Eilish in another video, 100%. I think that should be a topic for another video, but again, 100%, she is a industry plant, okay? And be like, why are you talking about music now? Well, the gaming industry sucks so much that I have to talk about other things. I also talk about the movies as well, but again, the movie industry is also stagnant as well. So, not many good movies being made anymore. So, it's not a win-win. But I think it's the music industry is next. It's gonna be, a lot of people have said for a while that the music industry is stagnant, it's dying, it's getting worse, blah blah. Mostly said by boomers. And I do think that the 2010s and 2000s and even 2020s will have nostalgia from Gen Z and Gen Alpha 100%. But these new artists, I'm not a very big fan of. Okay, I'm not a very big fan of Sabrina Carpenter, Chappell Roan, Sorry XCX. Okay, who has never made a good song, and I think there's another one, but I don't remember. But and those are like the big three. Okay. They became popular and famous out of nowhere. Same thing with Charlie XX. Everyone was every major music artist, besides even Taylor Swift, all magically became friends of Charlie XCX. Oh yeah, Charlie XCX will really send death to Taylor Swift fans, but now Taylor Swift loves Charlie XCX now and would love to make music. Oh yeah, this is 100% the industry plants. Chappell Roan is the biggest example of this decade of an industry plant. I think people really need to wake up and realize she's an industry plant. She has not very many talent. She doesn't have a very big vocal range. But yet the music industry and Album of the Year and all these establishment music sites are saying how great she is because she's a part of the Rainbow Bow, part of the alphabet community. And that makes her special because she's a part of the alphabet community. And we need to stand up for the alphabet community. We need to stand up for them. Yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, 100%. Okay, we'll see in 3 years if people even still talk about her as well. Okay, outside of the, woke media who will endlessly praise her. Like they endlessly praised, Billie Eilish this year, too. Which Billie Eilish was always established in the music industry before this album, so yeah, as well. But you can definitely tell which artists the music industry wants to push up and not. For example, Taylor Swift's new song only had 620 million streams, I think. Meanwhile, her songs, Chappell Roan's, have like more than Taylor Swift, which is pretty funny. That Taylor Swift's supposedly the face of the music industry, but Spotify and YouTube Music are pushing Chappell Roan's new album more than Taylor Swift. Okay, or heck, even sorry, XCX and Billie Eilish with Birds of a Feather getting 8 million streams daily. Oh yeah, that's totally not organic numbers. Getting 8 million streams every day, as well. No songs last year had that inorganic poll. But yeah, that's about this video here. So yeah, Chappell Roan is 100% an industry plant. Goodbye.